Hey Melissa, here's just a little patio we did recently in a new garden for a client. And this is kind of what I was envisioning for years, but just wanted to run this by you. So this is it's about a 2-inch thick basalt that's got a sandblasted and then a flamed top. It's really beautiful. And then we just put, and we actually ended up doing a lot of cuts on these guys to get tight joints. So it's a bit of a puzzle. But it means that our joints are kind of max about an inch, and in some places a lot tighter. There's more labor involved in doing the cutting and sort of the chipping to make that natural tight fit. So that's what I would love to do, but it's more time and more money from a labor perspective to do that. And then in the joints, we could either just put this nice pea gravel like we have here, or even nicer might be actually to get some moss and actually plant it with some moss. It's a little finicky, but once it establishes, it's super nice. The alternative is we use the same material, but we have much bigger joints, and then we're not doing as many cuts, so joints would be more like 2 to 5 inches. We could put that together quicker. It would still look really nice, especially if we used a moss. What I don't like about the bigger joints, if you don't use a moss, is the gravel kind of overwhelms it in the gaps. And so if there's going to be bigger joints, I would recommend moss. It's really hard to plant anything else because there's only about this much soil that we can put before we need an aggregate base for the actual pavers. So, and then this is kind of what I was envisioning just for the steps off the side. This is also a basalt, but it's very rough. They're not like cut and flat. They're very rough and irregular. So you can see that, the treads are irregular. It looks very similar to that because it's the same stone, but those guys are cut, which means you can put chairs and stuff on there without them kind of rocking and being all irregular. Anyways, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that because we are hoping to get started this week.